Well, it is no secret, and every experienced boater will tell you that if you are to continue to make life simple for yourself on the canals, is to be prepared to make sure that you're in the right place at the right time on the system at the right time of year, and be prepared for stoppages from canal and river trust, for repair works and restorations, and more importantly for bad weather and precipitation causing canal and river levels to rise and fall. This bywash just a few nights ago was clogged up with leaves and debris of all sorts of detritus that floated down, as currently the River Trent between Arrowas and Witchner Locks is in heavy flood. And so, as a consequence, the water is quite muddy and murky. Typically the water in summer, spring is generally quite clear, but as you can see, there's a lot come down from the River Trent. In actual fact, a lot of this flooding is down to the obvious. When are local authorities going to wake up and realise? Many boats won't be moving. There is special dispensation by Canal and River Trust for boats that are stuck between areas of the canals that are non-navigable due to heavy flooding and so forth. So currently between Witchner and Arrowas Locks runs the River Trent, and that is currently in flood. The lock at Arrowas and the lock at Witchner are chained off, so these boats, for example, can't get through. But you can navigate between Barton Marina and all the way down to Wellington, perhaps beyond there also. Going down to the Derwent Math, definitely not. Largely because, again, the River Trent is in flood down there also. If you are thinking of moving your boat, make sure that you check with CRT before you do. And if those of you that are novices and are not sure how it works on the canals, these people are near facilities. There is no problem for them, and all they need to do is ask. If they are unsure, like me, they've got a telephone, they've got a means of communication. So there is very little doubt at all that they'll be cut off. They can ring up for supplies from Tesco's, Asda, shopping points. There's a place just down here where it can be dropped off. It is quite simple. It isn't as difficult as you think living, working and being anywhere near the canals. But sincerely, folks, with that dispensation from CRT, they can stay here as long as they like whilst certain sections of the canal are in flood. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. I live on board a 57-foot Heron manufactured in Uddersfield in 2001. Giving up bricks and mortar in 2015 for a fresh start and a new life on the water. And what did we give up? A beautiful but modest lakeside property with a jacuzzi, an annex, a gym and a cinema. And do we look back? Well, no we don't, because life on the water is far simpler and much more gentler. In fact, I refer to it as the gentle life. So why don't you come and join Levi and Diesel and I and my beautiful wife as our journey continues into 2025. You know what I find? Being out here is a safe place. We talk about safe places and safe spaces. Well, let's just put it this way. It feels right to be here. It feels great amongst the brush, and the trees and the grass, albeit receded now, but never mind, eh? In the coming year, the Canal and River Trust has promised to speed up its response time to waterway repairs. A paddle pledge with a target to fix newly reported broken paddles as soon as possible and no longer than 4 weeks. Right, buddy, Levi. And clear all outstanding issues by 2026. They've promised more greasing and clearing vegetation from locks and moving bridges, with more scheduled earlier in the year. You know, it's all well and good if you're starting a family, but who wants the expense of all that? Keep it. And now it's time for an unashamed promo to advertise the channel. Subscribing to the channel is absolutely free, and there are almost 60% of you watching that are unsubscribed. Please help me out by hitting that subscribe button now. You can also help me by hitting the like button, sharing this video, hitting the bell for notifications of future videos as they arrive on the channel, keeping you up to date with the latest videos I've got on the boil, including restoration projects, Derby and San Diego Canal, the Cromford Canal, and a continuation of my interest in the Ashby de la Zouche Canal. And besides these three exciting restoration projects, there are my cruising videos, my well-being, and my walk and talk videos. And right in my backyard, my other favourite restoration project, the Lichfield and Atherton, which could potentially rejoin the Coventry canals with the Birmingham Canal navigation. Come and join me for this and much more in 2025. In an earlier vlog, I talked about the symmetry of living on the canals and being by infrastructure, you know, motorways, main roads and so on. And even here in winter, the same conversation I had with you then still stands. Even though there is carbon monoxide, or whatever you want to call it, coming from that road, rubber debris from tyres, all sorts of detritus kicked off the back of HGVs and any other amount of vehicles I could talk about here and now. There's still one irrefutable fact: the air along the canal corridor is just as, I'm not going to say sweet because it's winter, but it's just as fresh and as vibrant as it's ever going to be, even though it's dormant right now. The saying is, if I was walking along the pavement which is just adjacent this edge row where the Amco meets the A38, I smell petrol, diesel and all sorts of smells coming from vehicles. But because I'm on the canal corridor, and I'm now talking from experience because I've been doing it for 10 years, that is never going to affect this, ever. The reason for that is simple: if that was to ever stop, nature would take over again, encroach back onto the roads, grass would grow there. It speaks for itself. There's only one winner, and that's going to be Mother Nature, Mother Earth. Now you might think that I'm talking a load of rubbish, but it definitely is true. I feel much more alive walking down here than I ever would travelling down there, and I'm only that far away. Wow, you just can't beat it. And getting back to CRT's pledge earlier in the video, the Trust is planning a quicker response to broken boater facilities and a review of busiest refuse sites to improve provision and reduce issues. And better recycling provision with segregated collections introduced in 2025. Facilities points definitely need to be improved. Special no price to anyone that can tell me what this is. There's all little gnats buzzing around it. Is it some sort of sanctuary? I don't know. Now, while I'm nice and tucked up in a friendly marina this winter, I do think about those constantly cruising out on the cut in winter, hardcoring it. Wow, they are special people. The Trust has published its Better Boating Plan. See a link in the description down below for more information. And check from the website in the description down below, Towpath Talk for 2025. From the Trust's Better Boating Plan, they will engage with boaters with more face-to-face forums for them and will publish a 12-month calendar of the meeting dates. It will also explore ways to make it easier to access up-to-date navigational information and to report issues via a requested boater app. So even though the government is pulling funding, it looks quite optimistic, but we'll just have to wait and see about that. Hello, what have we here? Some nice kindling there. Wow. Yeah, this tree came down last year and People are plucking away at it still. And I think if I was out here right now, I'd be doing the same. And just a reminder, do not moor your boats under trees. There's a channel on here with 454k views. That's incredible. Professing about how to moor your boat. And then I've seen the person's boat on 2 separate occasions moored under trees that I call strikers, that are leaning over the canal. And just left, not living aboard at that particular time. Might have gone away for a few days, but left it under trees, and then try to tell you how to moor your boat on the canal. There you go. It's in flood up there, by the way, with lots of overhanging trees, 3 of which have come down already, and it's December 2024. And don't make any mistakes, I'm not out here to bash other channels, far from it. Far be it from me to do that, but I'm just saying the dangers in this gentle life are obvious. You just need to look further than that and you'll be fine. We've a saying on the railway: take care of your own safety at all times. That's at all times. Go on then, go on. Oh, and if you think that we're not civilised here on the canals, even Starbucks have got the good sense to build a Starbucks by the canal. I just wish that people that were visiting the place would throw their rubbish away. It's everywhere. With this recent closure now facing the Trent and Mersey, what's next? Is it Ashley? Is it Bert or Connell? Pennies from heaven. You know what I mean. Hey, winds and rain, it's not all bad, you know. Come on, boat dog. And at Barton Turn, lock number 10, Trent and Mersey, we have some local produce, and just across the way there we've got the Barton Turn Public House. With access to local water point and facilities, those boaters down there are going to be well looked after during the stoppages. I'm just returning to Barton Turn Marina. These are the grounds surrounding it. We're not doing too bad with the water management system around here. Some of the culverts and drains are well maintained and all functional as of November 2024. Well, this is my penultimate video of the year for 2024. I've just got one more to come and that'll be it. Wow, watch out for that one. Well, we've had a cracking walk. We've been out for about 2.5 hours. We're going to head back now. I'm going to get a cup of tea. He's going to get some water. Going to get him back on his lead and head back to the boat. Thanks for watching this far. If you like what I'm doing here, whether it's here at Barton Marina where I live, currently moored on my boat, walking and talking, my well-being videos, or me just cruising on the canal, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you did this with your favourite narrowboating channel, I'm sure that they would appreciate it just as much as your favourite YouTube channel. And if you were to like this video, share this video, hit the bell for notifications of future videos as they arrive on the channel, that would be greatly appreciated also. All comments are welcome. I'll see you all again in my next video. Take care.